Please welcome your first Tech Challenge Masters of Ceremonies students here at LCVI, Izzy and Nika.
Good morning, Kingston. Welcome to the first Tech Challenge Kingston qualifying tournament.
Before we begin, as Canadians, it's important to recognize the land we stand upon today. The Limestone District School Board is situated on the traditional territories of the Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee, as well as the
Challenge teams and congratulations on advancing to this level of the Into the Deep season. Through our collaboration with FIRST, we hope our work
Mears' tracking capabilities can increase warning times on approaching hurricanes and forest fires, and this ultimately saves lives. On board a different satellite, RTX's new Glimmer instrument will collect and process information from across the electromagnetic spectrum to get a detailed view of coastal water conditions. Glimmer will provide precise measurements of ocean ecosystems in the Gulf of Mexico, parts of the U.S. coastline, and the Amazon River. These markers can be used to detect coral bleaching and red tide, and will help decision makers rapidly respond to coastal disasters, like an oil spill. Back here on the ground, RTX is optimizing technologies that predict stream flow and flooding to better understand drought and other water quality challenges. Our goal is to help communities become a more climate-ready nation.
These are just a few innovations we're working on to help protect our oceans and our planet. We've already seen a tremendous level of teamwork, ingenuity, and enthusiasm from this season's first Tech Challenge teams. It's truly inspiring, and we look forward to seeing more of your STEM skills in action. You should be so proud of your accomplishments, no matter the result of today's event. I know we truly are. Best of luck, teams.
Thank you, RTX. Being a first team member means access to so many opportunities such as industry certifications, internships.
And now, let's recognize a group of leaders in the FIRST community and on your teams, the FIRST Canada alumni and grade 12 students. Would all the FIRST alumni here please stand up? Thank you for all that you continue to do to further the mission of FIRST and inspire the next generation. Please stay standing.
We ask all of you today to honor the first ethos.
Like this one. For all of those who are like this one. For all of those who are coming to Kingston from out of town, welcome to LCVI, welcome to Kingston and the Limestone District School Board. It's very exciting that we're able to host this first Technology Challenge tournament here at LCVI, Into the Deep. Certainly it's great to welcome over 20 teams from across Ontario. As people know, the top 3 teams that perform today of passion, energy, and effort, and all of those things come together to make this type of event come to life. Further serving some of the food, as well as Jordan DeRoy, Michelle Leake, Chris Party and Nick Lawn, Alex Donaldson for all of their efforts in making today happen. And I know I've left some people out because I've seen some other LCVI staff as well as students and Calvin Park staff as well. I wasn't meant to neglect you by not mentioning you. There are a lot of you, and I would just like to say huge kudos and thank you to all of you because, as I said, these events just don't happen by accident. To all of the teams who are competing, all the very best to all of you today. Enjoy the competition, and most importantly, have fun. Thank you.
Next, it is my pleasure to introduce the Vice Principal of LCVI in
to the south. In our building, we have Loyalist Collegiate and Vocational Institute with about 750 students in grades 9 to 12, and Calvin Park Public School with about our community partners and sponsors. Without your dedication and passion for students, none of this is possible. Once again, we are delighted to be hosting this event. I am looking forward to witnessing the positive energy, creativity, and enthusiasm you brought with you today in action. Enjoy competing with one another, enjoy the journey of striving to be your best, and enjoy the collegiality between one another. On behalf of our school and school community, we wish you a fantastic competition. Thank you.
or high-level ascent, or parking in the observation zone. The alliance that earns the most points wins the match.
Now it's time to recognize our volunteers who will be listening to your stories. Please welcome the judges, led by our judge advisor, former Vice President from Ontario Power Generation Nuclear Division, John Shaw. These individuals have the difficult job of singling out the best of the best from today's teams.
ANSYS and the first alum, Michael Nucci. Our technical volunteers know the ins and outs of the robot control system we use to run this competition and are key to keeping the event moving smoothly. They ensure the robots are running properly on the field. Thank you.
And finally, I'd like to introduce our referees, led by head referee, cognitive science student at Carleton University and First Canada alumni, Freya Bond. Our referees have the difficult job of ensuring everyone is playing by the rules. As in all sports, their rulings are final and there will be no reruns or video replays. Please help us stick to the schedule by respecting their decisions and directing questions to the question box, which is located on either side of the field. Thank you, referees.
Lastly, we'd like to thank our mentors and coaches who are critical to our students' learning experience and our team's success. Many of you are also mentoring teams from one of our other FIRST programs and may even be FIRST alumni yourselves. On behalf of FIRST, a big thank you to all the mentors and coaches. A few minutes ago, we spoke about gracious professionalism, and who better to help further explain this core value of
Our team tries to use gracious professionalism as an event by always supporting other teams, be willing to lend parts to others, and showing kindness to others no matter the outcome of a match.
I was competing against another team and they had forgot to charge their battery. So I had one that was fully charged and I handed it to them because I wanted it to be a fair match and to make sure that everyone was having fun.
Helping a kid who rarely smiled because he had a rough time light up with joy when he had his first robot move, and that gave me so much joy because I know that made his day, maybe his week, maybe even his year.
I want to be a leader and like a person people can look to for support and help.
You can be a gracious professional both in your everyday life and in your future just by being kind and respectful to everyone and helping everyone out.
I work hard to learn technical skills so that I can help run local events in the community, and I actively mentor others to do the same.
When I go to school, sometimes we have group projects and they're a little bit tough, and gracious professionalism can really help me through that with the collaboration and feedback sessions.
We can, build sort of this ecosystem where everyone is happy and everyone's respecting each other and flourishing together as a family.
Thanks to our Dean's List winners for helping create our Gracious Professionalism video. Now, here's the general schedule for the day. In just a few moments, we'll begin our qualification matches. Following the qualifications, we'll move on to the alliance selection, where the top-ranked teams will choose their alliance partner for this afternoon's playoff matches. We will hand out awards during our playoff matches, culminating in our Event Winner Awards and Inspire Award.
Before we get started, let's all take a moment to be mindful about safety. I want to draw attention to the emergency exits and fire extinguishers. Keeping us safe is everyone's responsibility, so during the course of this event, please help us keep walkways and exits clear. And if you see something unsafe, like a tripping hazard or a spill, please correct the issue immediately or ask pit admin for help. In addition to physical safety, let's also talk about emotional or psychological safety. Everyone here deserves
Teams, are you ready to dive into the deep? Teams, in the first match, please take the field as we get ready to start the day with match number 1 of the 2024-2025 First Tech Challenge season here in Kingston. Good luck to all the day's competitors.
Take it, they're gonna drive around, try to maybe see what they can do here. Blue Alliance, they do grab a neutral sample, courtesy of team number 19-528, to a bit of a horizontal strafe across the field. They need to get past their alliance partner, though, who is in the middle of their net zone, trying to get past them. We do have a neutral sample picked up as well by your Red Alliance. Let's see if we can get that into the basket. No, it falls outside the field. Just under 40 seconds left in play. We have all robots moving now. Let's see, trying to pick up another neutral sample, 24-231. Going back up again. Let's see if this one can go in the basket. About 30 seconds left. We're in our endgame period now. There we go. Good score in the low basket for your Red Alliance. Blue Alliance still having issues with movement. Looks like we've finally got a little bit of movement out of the way. Trying to see what we can do for our final endgame period. Looks like your Red Alliance trying to line up for your ascent zone. Here they go. Up to the low rung. They do get a good hang on that low rung. Very impressive. That robot just picked itself up and moved itself over. With 5 seconds left, can the Blue Alliance do something? Red Alliance dropping off another specimen onto their chamber as time expires. All right, congratulations to all the team. We'll be right back with your official score. Red Alliance taking home the win. Final score 52-0. We'll be right back with qualification match number 2.
What do you do for?
All right, let's start meeting the teams for qualification match number 2. Starting on your Red Alliance, please give it up for team number 24-109.
They're the Tech Titans.
Also on your Red Alliance, we got team number 26-451.
It's BGC Current.
Moving over to your Blue Alliance, let's meet team number 27-294.
They're Team Titan.
All right, we are ready to go for qualification match number 2. This match starts in 3, 2, 1, go!
Getting started with the autonomous period into the deep. Robots moving on those pre-programmed instructions. Looks like 26451 getting a specimen onto high rung. On the blue side of the field, both robots, well, one of the robots spinning its wheels stuck in the corner of the field, just waiting for that autonomous period to end when the drivers can take control of their robot. Just a couple seconds remaining before that happens. The robot's now sitting and waiting for teleop to come. There it is.
Drivers,
now have the
pick up your
ability to
controllers.
Controller and take control of their
3,
robot.
2, 1.
Teleoperated period underway. Drivers trying to move around the field, pick up those samples, add a clip, turn it into a specimen, and hang it up on the submersible. We have a specimen on the high chamber for 24109, but they back up a little bit too quickly and tip their robot over on the field. We'll see if they're able to recover from that before the end of the match. Not sure they will be able to. They're going to rely on their alerts partner up at the front of the field. 26451 does get a sample up into the low basket for 4 points. On the backside of the field, 24760 trying to get a sample up into the high basket, but unfortunately they lose it out of their grasp before they're able to deposit it. They've got another one though. Up and it goes. A very tall robot. There, it's up into that basket. 8 points for a sample in the higher basket on their corner of the field. Up the front of the field, 27294 trying to get a sample into their intake. Fingers on their intake, spinning it in, and it looks like they've deposited it into their observation zone. The human now adding a clip, and it's a specimen that'll be worth additional points if they can hang it on the submersible in the middle of the field. Up the front of the field, 26451 reaching out into the submersible to pick up more samples. A specimen on the high chamber for 27294 on the Blue Alliance. 35 seconds remaining, 50 blue, 41 red, still lots of time for this to go in either direction. Counting down to the end of the match. 24760 up on the blue side of the field, trying to get that sample lined up with the high basket. They do, another 8 points for them. They can keep up with the Blue Alliance's score.
Teams, 8.
Blue Alliance team.
Saint.
Qualification match number 3, 2.
Assassin, excuse me. Robot on them is almost hanging. Assassin, excuse me. Robot on them is almost hanging. All right, go on this period. Give them to Warmer. See where that goes. And their robot going up 3-7. And their robot going up 3-79. They're for their blue sample from. I think it. Teams lining. Nope, they're going up. We'll be right back. Number 3. D8.
Robot. Yes, go.
In 3. In 3.
The one world. There's feeding. Sam, the one world. There's feeding. Sam moving to the teleockets. Really loses one of they're up the corner of their field. 10 seconds remaining them and back of the for the Blue Alliance. 944 score. On a new event 32 Unfortunately,
top of them as they moving on this ocean. There's a reason why
Rollers.
robots now in medics front of their ample chamber. Stoke cat zone to see what that is. They get a good drop. That is a red sample right now. Starting
program the BGC human to the field, chin there, 5 per chamber. 3 Red Alliance sent. Starting
your teleoperated alliance zone. The high recover alliance. Our friends, lots moving on. Number 753, Blue Alliance taking home that win. All right, so that is qualification match number 7. We are now on